Hello and welcome to Fly Me to the Moon tutorial. This is an easy way to play Fly Me to the Moon, and it's not going to be 100% accurate to the melody or the harmony as in the chords, because in some versions there's different things you could play. But this is a really fun way to play it, I think, or a very easy way to get into it. And it we're using both hands. Okay, in the left hand's going to be mainly using the bass, just bass notes, and the right hand's going to be doing the melody. And I'll just play it to you first, and then I'm going to break it down. So here I go. And then round it goes again. And yeah, if you know Fly Me to the Moon, there are just two parts. There's your A part and then your B part, and I played both of those, and it pretty much just goes round and round like that. Yeah, I will break it down. Now, the first thing I want you to think about is the fact that this song is moving in fourths. Now, what does that mean? It basically means we're always kind of moving in the interval of a fourth. If you've looked at the circle of fourths or circle of fifths, if you know what the circle of fifths is, you kind of go the other way, which is the circle of fourths. And yeah, we are always moving in fourths. Okay, so it starts with an A, it then goes up a fourth to D, it goes up a fourth again to G. Okay, but what we're going to do, rather than going up to G, we're going to just move our hand to the left and play G there. And then we go up another fourth to C, move our hand to the left, play an F, because that would be up a fourth from C, then go up a fourth to, this is technically not a fourth, by the way, this is B, and then we go to E, and then A. Okay, so the left hand was A, up to D, down to G, up to C, down to F, up to B, down to E, up to A. Okay, that's the A part. Now that's quite easy to remember. Moving in fourths, finger 4, starting on the first letter A. Okay, and you're always doing finger 1 on that next note, and then we literally just move down. Just move your hand to the left, do the same pattern. Yeah, I'm doing it all again just to demonstrate. And the cool thing is, when you get to the B part, you just go down again to D, to G, and this time we're going to go C on finger 5. We play C 2 times, and we do D again, G again, and we do C once, and then we play E once. And why do we do an E? Because it pulls us towards an A. You might not know the theory behind it. You don't really need to know. It's what it does. E is a good one to bring us back to A. And if we look carefully, if we played E with finger 4, finger 1 would sit nicely on A. And then we're back to the beginning. Okay, so that's the left hand. I actually just showed you the left hand for the A part and the B part there. Now the right hand's going to be really quite simple as well. Now, because the first chord is A minor, all right, you're playing A in the left hand, and you're playing the minor third C in the right hand. Now, I always tell people when they're first starting this out, practice it 1 octave apart, nice and close, okay? Rather than going a bit wider, because it's just a bit easier. Look at your hands a bit easier, everything's a bit closer. Okay, so what did I do just there? I started with finger 5 on C, and I basically played finger 5 on C, and really I had this 5 finger pattern, just walking down it. So I walked down and then I walked back up, but I skipped finger 4. Okay, so I'm going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, then 5. Okay. Then I literally, like with my left hand, my left hand moves to the left, isn't it? So does my right. Right hand follows. We go together. And look at that. That pattern, again, is very similar. Super easy. So you would have just gone down, up, but skip finger 4, then go down, and stay on finger 1. So that whole idea, that bit of information, happens again. We're going to move our hand to the left again. We do it all again. So it was going down, skipping finger 4, coming up. Okay. Now this is where there's a tiny little change, because the harmony underneath this next bit is an E chord. And an E chord has a G sharp in it. You basically go G sharp. The rest of them are all white notes, including that last one, which is a C, which we're going to cross finger 2 over 4, okay? So that last little bit, finger 4 on G sharp, 3 on the F, 2 on E, 1 on D, finger 2 crosses over to C there. Da, 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 da. All right, so if I do the whole of my right hand, I should have move again. Finger 4, cross over at the end there, okay? Now I'm going to play it a little bit slower, and I'll do it with the left hand as well, sorry. 1, 2, ready, and a boom. How easy is that to remember? That's not too tricky, is it? And it sounds really good, I think. Certainly for a beginner jazz song. Then we're getting into the B part, okay? So that's the whole A part. B part, I've mentioned it before, we do a D to a G to C 2 times, okay? Then we do a D to a G, C once, E once. All right, that's kind of what's going on in the B part. In the right hand, sorry, why this is not 100% true to the melody, but it's very similar. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because it's easier to remember. Because really this tutorial, there's no music, we're just learning it by rote. So you need some kind of simple things or tricks to remind you of what's going on. Now this thing here, the melody is going to be that, all right? In other words, please be true. Now this is quite easy to remember. I want you to think of getting into the F position, as in like an F chord position, basically thumb on F, okay? So when you're doing the D in the bass, all right, what we're doing here is we're using every finger of our hand. Yeah, we're going 1, 3, 5, 4, then 2. That's not too hard to remember. The rhythm is a little different. It's not as straight as part 1. Bum, bum, ba, da, da, da. Okay, try that with me. 1, 2, ready, and bum, bum, ba, 5, 4, 2. Okay, now that rhythm and those fingers you're gonna do again, but our hand doesn't want to be in this kind of F position. It wants to be in an F inversion position, okay? And this F inversion, what's that? If you don't know your inversions, Turns out I don't know them either. It's this one here. So this is your second inversion where you have the fifth. This high note is now on the bottom. So you rearrange your fingers to be on these notes. And basically we're doing exactly the same fingers, exactly the same rhythm. And what were the fingers? 1, 3, 3, 5, 4, 2. Okay? So that's not too hard to remember. Alright, so I just came from here. Bum, ba, da, da, da. And then I dropped down to here. Bum, bum, ba, da, da, da. And with the left hand, a D, G, C. Got to go down together there. And then I go bum, 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 da, 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 E, and then we go back da, 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 da. You might want to vary the rhythm a little bit, or you could keep it straight like this. That's probably a bit easier. Okay, and into the next bit. Bum, 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 da, da, da. And then that inversion. Okay. To an E. And you can go round and round. And just enjoy playing that. Go around as many times as you like. I think it's a great track. Just to kind of get into jazz and get both hands moving. Left hand not too hard, right hand really not too hard. And yeah, a great song. Listen to the Frank Sinatra with Count Basie Orchestra. That's obviously one of the most famous. Anyway, thanks guys, and I hope that's helped. See you in the next one.